Judgment to be court is now in session. This is case number JVB 1014, case of the Taylors.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Taylor,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Okay, so Sam and I split up a while back, but 2 months ago she moved out and left me with our darling children. I have an 11-year-old named Emma,
Okay.
and my 6-year-old boy is Braxton. And my 2 kids live with me. She's been out of the house for 2 months. I'm seeking 2 months of back child support and child support.
Okay. And why didn't you give him any money when you left? Obviously, if he's asking for 2 months worth of back pay.
All right, everyone, buckle up. This case wastes no time getting intense. Mr. Taylor stands before the court with a calm but firm voice, slaying out his side of the story. After a recent breakup, he says the mother of his children left, without warning, leaving him solely responsible for caring for their 2 young kids. But he's not just asking for child support going forward, he wants back pay for the 2 months she's been gone. From the start, it's clear he's stepped up and carried the weight alone. And now he's here to fight for what he believes he's owed. The courtroom stays quiet, but the tension is thick. This isn't just about money, it's about recognition, responsibility, and fairness.
So he's asking for money, but what he's not including is the fact that I'm a nurse. I work intense hours that are very irregular. So we decided it was best if the kids stay in his home since he has a more steady daily schedule. I am living with my mother when the kids have a day off of school or a weekend where I'm available or any time that they need to be taken care of. They are with me or with my mother at that time. He is saving on daycare, any care like that. And I'm spending the emotional support time with them and also providing for...
Did you really just say that? You're spending emotional support?
I don't understand what's wrong with that.
Now, here's where things get complicated. The mother steps up to defend her actions, explaining that, as a nurse with a demanding and unpredictable schedule, she's still been emotionally present for her children. She says the kids stay with her and her mother when possible. Because of that, she believes financial support shouldn't be required. But let's be honest, that's a tough argument to make in front of a judge. Her case leans more on emotional involvement than actual shared custody. And while her dedication may be genuine, the court isn't built on feelings. It's built on facts, timelines, and legal responsibilities. One thing's clear. This case is far from over, and the real questions are just beginning.
You're not paying him any money.
I am not paying him. The children are with me approximately half the time. We don't have a formal agreement on that.
Approximately, but not half the time, right?
No.
Okay. So, you should be paying child support to him.
If we want to lay down the hours and really count it out, then we can. I work usually 4 days on, 3 days off, sometimes 3 days on, 2 days off.
Okay.
My schedule is very irregular.
Which means that the children are with him most of the time. So you should be paying child support.
They come to me and my mother's home a lot of the time.
Right. And I get it. However, the law is very straightforward. Whoever the child lives with, the children in this case live with, majority of the time, they're going to be considered the custodial parent. And the non-custodial parent has the obligation to pay child support. That's the way that it works. You said you're a nurse. How much money do you make?
Around $80,000 a year.
Let me see. Okay.
The tension ramps up fast as Judge Vonda cuts straight through the emotional arguments. She doesn't let the emotional support line pass without challenge. With sharp clarity, she lays it out. Being emotionally present doesn't cancel out the need to be financially responsible. The mother tries to defend her role with vague claims about involvement, but Judge Vonda isn't having it. General statements don't hold up in court. In a firm, no-nonsense tone, the judge reminds everyone that the law prioritizes the custodial parent, and if you're not providing the primary home, you're expected to provide financial support. You can feel the shift in the room. This is the moment the case turns. It's clearly not swinging in the mother's favor.
Check stubs here, and how much do you make?
$125,000 a year.
Okay. Do you all split? Excuse me.
He's doing fine.
You are too. You make $80,000 a year. You're not doing fine?
I am doing fine.
Oh, okay. I mean, so you both are doing well. So those little comments, they're unnecessary. $125,000 a year.
Yes,
Do you
ma'am.
all share custody like she's saying?
Yeah, they're over there every now and then.
Well, when you say every now and then,
Well, they live with me.
okay.
You know, they live under my roof. I pay their insurance.
Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
They're not with you a full week and then they're with her a full week and you guys are rotating and
No.
everything like that. Then, yeah, that really doesn't justify you not paying child support. And yes, you should have given him child support when you left. Okay? You had the obligation to do that. When you were no longer living with the children and you left them to live with him, you owed him child support.
Now, let's talk numbers and the reality behind them. When Judge Vonda begins reviewing the income details, it's clear that both parents are financially stable. Mr. Taylor earns around $125,000 a year, while the mother brings in about $80,000, but this case isn't about income, it's about custody. And despite the mother's attempt to frame the situation as shared parenting, Judge Vonda gets straight to the point. The children live primarily with their father. That single fact shifts the legal responsibility for support squarely onto the mother. As the judge breaks it down with clear, logical reasoning, the mother's argument begins to fall apart, and at this point, there's really nothing left to dispute.
You are going to be paying child support starting today, and you also are going to give him back 2 months worth of back pay. Okay? So, based on the documents that you turned in, I have your gross at $80,000 broken down to $6,606. Who is got tongue tied? There's a lot of sixes. $6,666.67. That brings your net to $4,961.81. Make sure, and 2 children, correct?
Yes,
Who carries health insurance?
I do.
How much is health insurance?
$208 a month.
208. Okay. So you're also going to be reimbursing that to him every month. Okay. And that coverage is for the children only, right?
Right.
Yeah. You are going to reimburse that to him. Okay. So your child support amount is $1,240.45 plus the 208 for the health insurance, $1,448.45. And then your back pay, you're just going to pay that out monthly, adding in, I'd say about...
This is where the judgment truly lands. Judge Vonda lays out the numbers. $240 per month in child support, plus an additional $28 for health insurance reimbursement. Every figure is calculated based on verified income and state guidelines. Nothing more, nothing less. The mother, now quiet, nods in understanding. It's a pivotal moment in the case, one that delivers a fair but firm resolution rooted in responsibility, not punishment. There's no hostility in the room, just a clear sense of accountability. This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about doing right by the children and ensuring both parents carry their share. The numbers make it official, and the matter is settled with clarity and balance.
$50 a month added into that as well. So do you understand that?
Okay, is there a set time I guess until the back pay is completed?
Yes, when
At
the
whatever
back
rate works.
right. When the back pay is completed, that $50 will drop off.
Okay.
You know, you can pay the full amount. I mean, if you want to, it's about $2,480. You can pay it in one lump sum if you want to. Pay it out over like $50. $50 really doesn't cover a lot of the interest, but I mean, that's the lowest that it can go.
Oh, yeah, I'm not asking for the monthly amount to be lower. I understand that.
Okay.
We can take care of it however you decree.
Okay. So do you all have any other issues or anything needing addressing today?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now comes the final stretch and the final ruling. In addition to her monthly child support, the mother is ordered to pay $2,480 in back support. Judge Vonda gives her a choice: pay it all at once, or add $50 to each monthly payment until it's fully paid off.
Wow.
The mother agrees without argument. Understanding that the decision is fair and final, the mood in the room shifts from tension to closure. Because this case was never just about money. It was about what happens after a breakup, about accountability, and the importance of having a plan when children are involved. As the judge dismisses the case, it's clear that justice was served, and most importantly, the kids come first.